Hey y'all, Unbreakable here. Message. You may not be where you want to be, but look how far you've come. Let's talk about that. Everything that we have been through in this lifetime has led us to exactly where we are right this moment. And where we are right this moment may not be where we aspire to be, where we want to be, where we think we should be. But everything that we've been through has taught us something. Heartbreak teaches us. Toxic relationships teach us. Loss teaches us. And that's hard to swallow sometimes, right? That's hard to accept that I needed to go through that. I need to go through what I'm going through right now. But if we really step back and take a look at that, we can find the lesson. See, I needed to go through those toxic marriages because I needed to recognize that the lessons that I was taught as a child were wrong, were detrimental, were toxic, were harmful to me. I learned how to people please. I learned how to constantly seek out validation from other people, not knowing or recognizing that all I needed was my own. All I needed to do was look internally. All I needed to do was accept exactly who I was, and that who I am is a blessing on this earth. My parental units didn't know how to love. They didn't know what it was. They sure as heck didn't know how to show it. I learned that I had to work for it, that I constantly had to be on pins and needles or eggshells, waiting for the next little crumb to be tossed my way. That if I wasn't doing everything that I was told and everything that I was expected to do, that I didn't deserve their love. So why wouldn't I end up in two very toxic marriages? It's what I knew. It's all I knew. I've talked about it before. All I knew is that love hurt. That was the expectation. That's what I accepted in my lifetime. That's what had been pounded into my brain. Love hurt. And you constantly had to be working for it. You constantly had to be earning it. I didn't know what unconditional love was. True unconditional love, being accepted and loved and respected and valued for exactly who I am, flaws and all. What was that? I didn't know what that was. It took a long time to recognize my own value, to recognize that I am a whole and complete person, an amazing individual, simply because of who I am. Not because of what I give someone, not because of the fact that I have to constantly be showing them, oh, I'm worthy, I'm worthy. No, simply because I exist, simply because of who I am at my core. I didn't know any of those things. I had to be validated by someone else. My existence had to be validated by someone else. My worth had to be validated by someone else. Even my self-esteem was contingent upon what others showed me, how others felt about me, if others loved me. It's taken a long time for me to recognize those toxic traits of my own, for me to recognize that how everything that went on my entire life is how I got to this point, is how I ended up in those two toxic marriages, is how I ended up people pleasing, is how I ended up having no value, feeling that I was worthless, feeling that I wasn't worthy of anyone's time and attention. Took a long time to figure that out. And I'm still figuring it out. Some days we're going to go 5 steps forward. Other days we're going to fall 5 steps back. It's part of healing. But every time I fall 5 steps back, I recognize I fell back. This is not where I want to stay. And this is how I take 5 steps forward again. How many of us have lived in the mindset that nothing good ever happens to me? This is just the way that it is. My life is just miserable, and this is how it's always going to be. Hi, my name is Unbreakable. How many of us accepted less than we deserved because we thought this is as good as it gets? How many of us stayed because we didn't think we deserved any better, or because we thought, but this is normal, this is what it looks like, this is what I've always known? Hi, my name is Unbreakable. You may not be where you want to be, but dang it, look back at how far you've come. Look back to where you were yesterday, a week ago, a month ago, 10 years ago. Give yourself credit. If you're here in this community, it's because you recognize that what you have been through, what you have encountered, what you have tolerated is less than you deserve. You realize that those toxic relationships aren't your journey. You don't belong there. You want something better. You want more. You want peace. You want joy. You want serenity. You want true, honest love. You're here, which means you're not back there. Give yourself credit for the fact that you're here. Give yourself credit for the fact that you have gone no contact. You've removed yourself from that situation. You've set boundaries. You've maintained boundaries. You've stood up for yourself. You've spoken your truth. You've shared your story. You've said no more. You've said me too. You've said I get it. You've said I've been there. Our journey is not linear. Our journey has no end point, no finish line. But look at how far you've already come in your journey. Look at everything that you've already accomplished, even on your weakest, most down days. Even in the midst of pain and depression, recognize that you are feeling it in order to heal it. Recognize that even on your downest days, you opened your eyes today, which means you're still fighting. You're still going. And while maybe you can't get out of bed, you can't brush your teeth, you can't take a shower, you can't leave the house, you opened your eyes today. That's success. Look how far you've come. You have survived 100% of your bad days. 100%. You're winning. You're unbreakable. Because while maybe we can't get out of bed today, I still survived yesterday. I still opened my eyes to fight another day. I'm still crawling. Look how far you've come. Give yourself some credit. Pat yourself on the back. You're doing it. Keep striving for where you want to be, but don't beat yourself up because you're not there yet. Give yourself grace. Give yourself compassion. Give yourself what everyone else gives you. Give yourself credit. You'll go be unbreakable.